Today we'll talk about commands like replace and update, and we'll also touch on the Wordforms file. Briefly about Wordforms, they are needed when you have words that have a different meaning in the context of a search. For example, in a pet store, flexi refers to a retractable leash, and a stemmer or lematizer doesn't recognize such combinations. As an example, I'll create a Wordforms file for a pet store where we have harnesses and flexis. Harnesses are also a type of leash. We'll create a new container for experiments. There's another interesting parameter here, ~rm, which will delete our container after it stops, perfect for experiments. Now we'll connect to the newly created container and create our Wordforms file in it. For this, we'll need the Nano utility, or Vim, or another editor. To install Nano, we need to update apt, as the container is initially provided in a very stripped-down form and contains nothing extra. Let's create a Wordforms file in a folder accessible to all users in this container TMP. In the file itself, we'll add harness and flexi, which will turn into a leash upon request. Save and connect to our container using the MySQL client. All manipulations will work in the Manticore version 6.3.0 and higher. To check your current version, use the command show version. We'll create a table with the connected Wordforms file. We'll use the following fields: name as string, info as text, it will be indexed, and we'll add a couple of attributes, price and product availability. Let's check which fields we got in the end. Here we'll pay attention to the info field indicated for indexing, and later we'll see what this affects. Let's fill our table with data. Note that we can add a document with only selected fields filled. I deliberately left out adding attributes in some rows, and they defaulted to 0. Let's update the price in the newly added entry with the flexi. For this, we use the update command. It's important to specify the unique parameter of the row to avoid accidentally updating something you don't want to. The Manticore provides us with such a field, ID. Let's take it from the query with the selection by the name flexi. We've added some data to the table and even updated it. Now let's see how our search works considering the Wordforms file. Let's perform a search for the word flexi. Don't be alarmed here. The system worked correctly. The match command only works on full text fields and the info field in the flexi entry was empty. Let's fix this. To update a full text field entry, you need to use the replace command. It will add a new entry and delete the old one, indexing the newly added entry. We've updated the entry. Now let's try searching with the old query. Now the entry is displayed correctly. That's all for today. This was Mike. Good luck with your searches. Stay in touch.